Hello everybody, Nick Peternell here with MTG.one. We're here at round 4 with Bant Spirits. We're going to play again. We're doing it with the dice rolls today. I guess die roll. It's 1 through 6 on Magic Online. We have a keepable hand with a lot of good stuff going on, actually. We're going to open on Metallic Mimic. Turn 3 we'll have open Spell Queller or Rattle Chains plus Essence Flux. So very, we might not. I guess we do need to draw a basic or some other form of land for this to work. Opponent plays a Tunith Aether again. It's pretty much all we're playing against today. That's fine. That's kind of what standard is. I'd say that a Tunith Aether has to be one of the most played cards in standard. Strange. Strange that this card is so powerful. Okay, fine. Harness Lightning, sure. My opponent is a Teamer Tower. They have a very powerful start. Losing that Metallic Mimic is kind of soul-crushing, honestly. Maybe there's an argument for playing it on turn 3 with Essence Flux up. Uh-oh. Okay. That's a lot of energy for that thing. I don't know how I'm going to beat that. I think this matchup's great. Our draw just didn't line up very well. That's a lot of power. It's a lot of power on this thing. I mean, what are you doing? You're a combo deck. You don't have to go for it, right? Another pummeler? Oh, man. I think I'm gonna spell quell this. And then, if I have to, I'll just Essence Flux the Spell Queller to counter the pump spell. Island helps. We just kind of need as much mana as we can get to make our counter spells effective against our pummeler opponent who's hitting land drops. Doesn't always. So let's see what our opponent can do. So I think we are going to Essence Flux the Spell Queller here. We have other options, but my opponent can't do too much with... Oh, actually, no, he does have a lot of... So, how many pumps is that? My opponent's getting close to just straight up killing me with these beats. So that's 4 activations. That's 2, 4, 8, 16, 17. So I'm not dead next turn, but we're close. That's a fantastic draw. So that's 7, which means that we have lethal on board next turn, and all we have to do is survive one more turn. So this gives my opponent the activation that they need to kill me regardless. So I do need to counter this. Then we can just double chunk block. I think that'll be good enough. No, not necessarily. If my opponent has a pump spell, I'm still dead. Yeah, I think my opponent just has to hope that I don't block here and see that I'm otherwise dead. Am I? Huh. I suppose I don't have to block here, right? 4 activations. Blossoming Defense kills me either way. If my opponent has Harnessed Lightning on the way back, then they can survive for another turn. Maybe my opponent has Blossoming Defense and is hoping that I mess this up. What's the most likely scenario? 4 Blossoming Defenses versus 3 Harnessed Lightnings. I think we just have to make the most logical play here. It's entirely likely that my opponent is able to kill one of my creatures and then threaten lethal on the way back. Although they have to spend a lot of mana keeping their creature alive here. Okay, chooses to trade. Nope. Chooses to keep both of them alive. Yeah, I suppose if my opponent had Harnessed Lightning, I would just be dead. Because they would have killed the Spell Queller and Invigorated Rampage, or one of their pummelers. So, win game 1. Good stuff. What do we want against this deck? Seems like a relatively poor matchup. We want our negates. We want our cheap removal. Some people bring in Natural State against the Pummeler, but Pummeler is not actually how we lose against this deck. The way we lose is Bristling Hydra. So we're not interested in that. Again, the Renegade Ralliers aren't for this matchup, so we can comfortably cut all of those. We want to be lean and efficient. So we can even cut Metallic Mimic. And this setup seems really good. It's alright. Time for game 2. I think we have another keeper. This one is a little worse than a first hand. We need to draw almost exactly Botanical Sanctum. Or we could draw a Plains Forest, but we need lands. But this hand is powerful. This hand is really good. I was thinking about leading on Mausoleum Wanderer and just hoping that I spike an untapped land on turn 2. Which could be correct. I mean, yeah, we probably should have done that. Because now my hand gets significantly more awkward. And there's a good chance that, without drawing well, we were going to lose anyway. Like, if our opponent has a reasonable draw, then we need to assume that we're also going to draw well, or we don't really have a chance of winning. Okay. That is a perfectly reasonable thing to have happen. So we're gonna get smacked for 4 here. 4's good. Good beats. Good beats, opponent. What do we do here? I'm not really sure. I can't exactly Nebel Gas Child right now because that opens us up too much to Bristling Hydra. Instead, I'm going to play out a Rattle Chains and a Mausoleum Wanderer. And now we'll start Nebel Gas Heralding. Although, maybe not. I don't know, it's kind of tough. My opponent's threatening to combo us here. Opponent's going to kill us just with this Voltaic Brawler hitting us 5 times. Yeah, I don't know. Harness Lightning is a bit of a blowout. Oh, although they can't do it with the Voltaic Brawler still in the stack because then they would lose the Voltaic Brawler permanently. Which means that I stacked incorrectly, I think. That's kind of complicated. I'm going to have to think about that in the future. Homer's good. Okay, we have a 5 power on board right now. Not really enough pressure. And we're dead to a lot of things. If we drew a Tameo, we'd have been in a lot better shape. Or if we'd have drawn the land for Tameo, rather. Gonna have to assume that our opponent has really nothing going on here. We're sort of obliged to block because we're dead to Invigorated Rampage. Even though we won't trade. Yeah, we're dead regardless. Guess we'll run this out. See if my opponent would not like to pay. They would like to pay. Fair enough. Fair enough, opponent. Yeah. Tameo would have been so good there. Yeah. We'll just go to game 3. This is fine. We're good. We're in the good. We're on the play here. We're going to have a great hand. It's going to take us places. Not college, but places. I need white. A recurring theme. Hopefully our opponent isn't on the shock plan. Or galvanic bombardment or whatever flavor they play in those decks these days. Don't do it. Oh, they did it. They did it. Darn it. What am I supposed to do about that? I don't know how many removal spells my opponent plays. Hopefully they don't have more than one. I mean, you can almost always expect them to have at least one. Luckily, my opponent hasn't done much as far as developing their board. So we get to play Tamiyo on an open board, but it doesn't really do that much for us, other than just plus. But, I mean, they're not threatening her, and it doesn't take too long for her to ultimate. And I'm thinking with this Nebelgas Trail, it can probably do a pretty good job of protecting her. We are Tamiyo flooded. My opponent has Blossoming Defense, we're in trouble. See if this works. Okay. See if they're willing to Invigorated Rampage to finish off this Tamiyo. It's a really interesting play from my opponent's perspective, right? Because I'm absolutely willing to chump block here to try to get my Tamiyo to ultimate. Especially when you consider that I'm going to get... Yeah, that's fine. That's like your entire turn. And energy and cards, so we'll just run that back, and we could potentially tap our opponent out. There's some argument for that, but I think we're doing all right here. It's a lot of our opponent's resources to try to manage this Tamiyo. As long as we don't get one hit, we're probably doing okay. It's almost not even worth to swing, in my opinion. Yeah, if you're not gonna kill Tamiyo, might as well just deny me the card and not even attack me. Just do nothing. I know it sounds rough, but I think that's what our opponent's looking at right now. Tamiyo's so good. Attack me, huh? Okay. I'll draw the card. The fourth Tamiyo, jeez. That's rough. Okay, double long tusk cub, that's real. This makes you want to be playing a more traditional version of spirits with like Archangel Abyssin or something like that. I think we're just gonna plus there. We could even throw on another instance of that if I wanted to. Just play another Tamiyo and draw 4 cards. Might have even been correct to just minus. I'm so tempted to do that. To just plus again and draw 4 cards here. This could be wrong. This could definitely be wrong. I'm open to that. I think these stack. I mean, there's 4 effects. 4 Tamiyo effects. So, it's looking pretty good. All at me, huh? That's fair. I got 4 cards. I'm so happy. How do I lose after getting 4 cards? Hopefully we draw Declaration in Stone. That would be ideal. Minus. And then, I'm not entirely sure. I think I play out this Selfless Spirit, and then I have 6 mana up for Nebelgast Herald Spellqueller. And then I'm looking at minusing again, playing the other Tameo, plussing, drawing some more cards, and then figuring it out from there. Is this worth Spellquellering? Do I care about this? I don't really. No, I kind of want the pressure in play. I have to start pressuring my opponent a little bit here. And this is an effective counterspell because they won't be able to converge on the way back. There's a good chance I should have led with the Nebelgast Herald. But we're doing good here. That was a fantastic draw. Doesn't really matter. More cards. Give me them. Give me cards. Okay, and this time we'll keep this Tameo and tap these two. And I guess we play out both Mausoleum Wanderers. I guess there's a chance that we just kill our opponent next turn, right? If we draw Spirit. So that would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, if I draw Spirit, we're in the good. What do I do about that? Oh, just Essence Flux it. Seems decent. Triggers the Nebelgast Herald. Tappity tap. You may cast that Radiant Flames for 0 if you would like. Do it. Oh yeah. Love it. Huge fan. We have to see what we draw for the turn. Oh, that's rough. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How do I want to proceed? We're actually in a pretty rough spot here. We need to, if we draw cards and we draw spirits, then I think we're okay. If we don't, then we're very likely dead on the way back. If we minus on, yeah, that seems like the most conservative approach, and I think I'm okay with it. Really sucks that we didn't draw Spirit this turn. We've used all 4 Tamios this game. Does our opponent want to burn a Blossoming Defense? And if so, on what? And if they do I sack both Mausoleum Wanderers to counter it? I don't think I do. Do I need to leave something back to block? So it's 4, 8. No, I don't think I do. Is it worth it to, though? Just leave back a single blocker. Yeah, I'm into that. At this point, it's all about making sure that my opponent can't possibly kill me on the way back. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If my opponent has a Harness Lightning, then I have to use this Mausoleum Wanderer to counter it. And that leaves me in a really poor shape on the way back. We're not going to play out any of these lands. I'd rather just bluff anything. I think we got it, though. It looks good. Looks good to me. It's hard fought. I'm astounded that we were able to cast all 4 Tamios. Imagine if those were collected companies. Wouldn't have even been close. Alas, it's not the world we live in. Alright. Good for 4-0. I think I've lost 1 or 2 matches with this deck so far. Anyway, we're gonna do sort of a debrief type thing, so I'll see you back here for a wrap up.